Okay, so I'm going to talk about this quote by Edward Hall, which says the essence of effective cross cultural communication has more to do with releasing the right response than with sending the right message. So I agree with this because response is different from message in such a way that a response not only concerns the content or the actual information you were trying to convey, but how you deliver it as well. Because in some cultures, they focus more on how you say it rather than what you're saying. So the tone, the pauses, whatever emotions you convey, that's part of the whole response, and that's the bigger package. That's the whole package when you're trying to communicate with other cultures, not just the information, but you're also taking into account the other nonverbal cues that may affect your communication with other people. And next is I'm going to give tips on how to become a good listener across different cultures, across different genders, just in general, how to become a good listener. So, my first tip is learn your way around the culture. I think it's very crucial that you know the norms of the culture, that you know certain ways of respect. And I think that would improve the flow of your communication with other people, with people from different cultures, with foreigners. So if it's proper in their culture to nod while they're saying something, they expect that you're paying attention. If it's a sign of paying attention, then you might as well do it. And yeah, that's tip number one. So, tip number two is know when to tune out certain things about the speaker. Of course, the culture and the gender and other traits of the speaker all affect who that person is. But you have to know when to tune out certain things that can reflect who you are as a listener and who you are also as a person. So, for example, you are not paying attention to a speaker because of the mere difference of your gender. That's something that not only comes out as discriminatory, but you also won't get to process the information that speaker is trying to convey to you. But you know also when to consider these types of things. So, for example, you're talking to someone who's experiencing a personal experience back then maybe it has something to do with the gender of that person, and the gender of that person is a critical part of that story. Then you should know that you should consider that. And lastly, it's important to just always be present. Pay attention to the details, pay attention to the speaker. Just focus on whatever's in front of you. Just be present and try to take in all the information and all the cues that you're trying to get from the speaker.